Are you looking to promote and gain exposure for your product or service to the fishing community? We have an opportunity for you. Introducing the 2024 Midwest Crappie Alliance Shootout and Expo. We're coming to Sandusky, Ohio, and we'll be featuring a huge fishing expo with some of the industry's hottest and innovative fishing brands and products. Also, one of the largest crappie tournaments in the country, where nation's top crappie anglers compete head-to-head for a massive cash prize and trophy. Are you in?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rick, why do you count down at the beginning of every one of these streams? It's because there's a little bit of a lag there, and hopefully you guys didn't see that. Hopefully we had everybody live here. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. It's a little after 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're super excited. The Midwest Crappie Alliance is not this weekend, but next weekend at the Shootout and Expo, Thursday through Saturday. We're looking forward to it. We got some of our directors on board today, and we're going to have our last conversation before the event. I'm going to hand it over to Dan. And, man, anything you got to say, Dan? Welcome in, y'all. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Hey, Keith. Hey, Bill. Yeah, Rick. We're excited. I can't wait. I'm going to knock on wood right now. I'm looking at the extended forecast, and things are shaping up really nice for this event and expo. So really cool. Huge thank you to everybody. This has been a year of work, and, thanks to all the directors. I know Bill and, Keith's on here, but, Chad, Darcy, Margaret, also, there you go. Thanks, buddy. Since I can't see any of that stuff, Aaron, and then Alan. So thanks to all those folks. I mean, they put a lot of hours and time in just kind of talking about things and ideas. And, to all the sponsors that are coming to the event, and all the sponsors that help support this event. And I couldn't be more excited. Wow, what a turnout this year. Everybody really stepped up and making this thing really bigger than life. So huge thank you to all our sponsors. We have a ton of them. They're going to be there. The expo, Bill and I were up there last Saturday. We took a ride up there. I dropped off a ton of stuff. We met with Brandon up there, who's doing the layout for the expo and placement of everything that's going on. I had a great meeting with them. We were there for about an hour and a half, which is awesome. Dropped off a bunch of stuff, and I still have a bunch of stuff to drop off. I'm heading back up there Friday to drop off more stuff. So, yeah, like Ricky said, we're a week out. 23rd is the registration meeting, folks. Just a reminder, we made a rule change that hopefully help folks out with limited time and practice time, and just to help the anglers out. We're now letting you fish Wednesday, but you have to be off the water at noon. So keep in mind, at the expo, registration starts at 3 p.m. on the 23rd. Then right after everybody's registered, we'll go right into the rules meeting. And guess what? Man, we have a ton of stuff to give away. We're giving away a MillerTech lithium battery pack again. A huge shout out to those folks, Dean, Sean, Lester. Thanks for all your support. You guys have really helped drive what we're trying to do. So many other Vic Sports Center, Docks Tackle. You're going to have a bunch of plastic folks, Fish USA. Folks, come out and support the event. It is free. There are signs up there right now heading into the main road, in and out. You can't miss the dates of the sign. The expo, I know Shores and Island posted that today. We want to get as many feet and traffic through the door. Like I said before, for the first 25 folks on Friday, you're going to get either a free tackle box or a rod and reel of your choice. The same on Saturday is 13 and under. We'll have Kristen managing that to give out to the kids that come to the expo. I know a few folks are already coming with kids to come out and check it out. So come on out and support. It's free. You're going to have a ton of boat manufacturers there. You're going to have Vic Sports Center. You'll have Smoker Craft, Dan's Pine Between Boat Sales. You're going to have Detweiler Outdoors. Obviously, Cabela's, Avon's supporting the event. They will be there with a bunch of boats and ATV. So huge shout out to those folks. So, come out and see the latest and greatest in boats too. I know there's some unveiling of some boats that will be there this year. So that's cool. And there's also some unveiling with some new product lines coming out. I know Outlaw Pole is going to unveil something new to the market at our expo. So huge shout out to those guys, Mr. John Payne. Thanks for doing that. So looking forward to seeing everybody. We have a few folks that haven't paid yet. So keep in mind, folks, you can't mail any more checks. I'm leaving here Friday. If you still need to pay Venmo or bring cash to the tournament, that's kind of where we'll leave it at that. So, Ricky, anybody out there looking for any answers, questions, concerns? I did post, I don't know if I mentioned this on live, but I did post earlier today. We have Chloe's Pit Stop, which is a coffee food truck. Actually, a coffee truck. But she's going to have all the coffees that you can imagine. Hot chocolate for those that want to partake in that. Obviously the lows are going to be 50 degrees in the morning, so it'll be a little chilly. For the guys doing live well checks, I thought it was important to have something warm to drink. And they stepped right in, and they would love to be a part of it. So, Sean, Mr. Doherty, how are you, buddy? Hope all is well. Good luck to everybody next weekend. See you there next Friday and Saturday. Awesome. We're looking forward to seeing you too, Sean. So, come out and support the event. This is going to be a really, really cool deal, especially up Sandusky Bay. I will tell you, what has happened from this event is just that they have I don't know if his title is going to be Director of Fishing and Tourism. There's a new person up at the city of Sandusky who's now is in charge of that. I received that email today. So they have a specific director who's now in charge of all these tournaments, which is really cool. So excited about that. Excited that Jason sent me that email today. So hopefully we can do more with Shores and Island and the city of Sandusky in the future. That would be awesome. Mr. Jason, how are you? Look forward to it. Thanks for all that you're doing. No problem, Jason. We try to do something bigger and better every year. Hopefully we can continue to do that and support. We need the anglers to come out and support too. So guys, we already posted 2025. We will reveal 2025 at the seminar. It's one of the signature lakes, Bill Dance signature lakes. So we're always looking forward to support Bill Dance and his signature lakes. They wanted us to be a part of that. So we're going to continue to support that too. And we'll continue to move around too. So Mr. Hatfield, will there be live bait at the ramp? Yes. So at the Shelby Street ramp, great question, Mike. Thank you for saying that. So you're going to have two options. We always have a backup option. We learned that from Old Hickory when the one supplier ran out of bait and we had to switch gears pretty quick. So at the bait shop at the Shelby Street ramp, you're going to have golden shiners and they're going to try to get some fatheads. We also have East Side Bait and Tackle that's going to bring their truck up to support the event. So we'll have plenty of bait for all the anglers. So there'll be no worry about that. We have you guys covered. And obviously, if someone's looking for something different, there are a lot of other suppliers within Sandusky area. So, hey, Cody, how are you, buddy? So we've learned quick that you always have to have a backup plan. So especially around the bait, we thought it was important as a directors and the committee that we have going on that we need to make sure if one didn't pan out, we had something else to rely on. So that is in place. Bill, Keith, anything I'm missing at this point? You guys want to jump in?
Bill, what you got?
First and most importantly, I want everybody to know to stay off of my spot. So now that I got that out of the way,
And you're considering your spot the entire lake?
I'll let you know if you're there.
I will the waypoints for Bill's spot later in the show.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're on my dock, I will let you know. Secondly, I've been talking to the ODNR. They're going to be represented at the ramp for the weigh-in. They know so little about crappies. They haven't done hardly. They do occasional creel studies, but I promised them everybody's going to catch a limit and we're going to bring them all to the weigh-in, and then we're going to let the ODNR do whatever study they want to do before we release them. So I'm telling everybody, I've already promised everybody's going to get a limit. So the pressure's on there. And thirdly, I don't know if you can see the hat. I still have some of the inaugural, the first year edition hats that I'm going to sell at a greatly reduced price because I'm getting tired of taking them to the shows. So they will be available. I'm hoping everybody's going to grab them. I just want to make sure everybody gets one because I've got quite a lot of them that I want to sell. So that's it for me.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting when we went up to Sandusky this past weekend. We actually met with a wildlife officer. I won't say last name, but Michelle. She was very, what's the word I'm looking for, Bill? Very engaged with what we do. She loves crappie fishing. She loves that we're coming up to Sandusky Bay. She wants to be a part of what we're doing. So it was really great to kind of listen and talk to her. And she was actually, there's a bunch of folks duck hunting. And she was, checking folks that were duck hunting and stuff. But we had time to spend with her, which was really good. And hopefully she can be at the expo at the Cedar Point Sports Center. So we had some fun with that, huh, Bill?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, she had a gun, so we didn't push it too hard. She had a really large sidearm. So,
yeah,
and I'm sure she knows how to use it.
The only thing Tyler was worried about was the handcuffs. That was, hanging by her.
Yeah. He knew better than to hit on her.
Yeah, exactly. but anyways, the folks have been very supportive, very welcoming there, and hopefully we can continue that partnership and relationship up there. So, obviously the registration, it's very important for Keith. So how we have the registration set up. So just to I'll kind of walk you through a little bit. There'll be signs everywhere so everybody can know where they're going. But as soon as you walk through the expo doors, you'll walk through. And if you look to your immediate right, there's going to be about 4 tables set up. That's where Keith and Margaret and Kristen will be to help guide you through all the paperwork and pulling your key fob and all that fun stuff. Then once you kind of get all that stuff, really, you're going to actually turn to your left. And there's a really big room where the rules meeting is going to be. Like I said, we have a ton of raffles, a ton of giveaways. We want everybody to walk away with something. So we'll do a lot of that Friday night too. And please take note, all the folks for the expo will be set up that evening. They are here for all the anglers. They're participating in this for you guys, which is extremely important. I'd appreciate all the anglers to, after the rules meeting, go spend time with everybody at their booths, have some conversations, make some partnerships and relationships. That would be awesome. So, and the expectation is, if you can get back there every night to the expo, because we are actually going to have seminars this year. So there's a list of seminars. I can tell you from the crappie side who will be speaking. Mr. Matt Tuttle will be speaking and doing a seminar. So huge thank you to Matt. Jeremy Mattingly has signed up to do a seminar, new to you guys, Bill and Keith. Jeremy's going to do a seminar too. So that's fun. And then we have a bunch of product seminars of folks that are at the expo. And if someone's interested in speaking that you'd like to, hey, let me know. We'll slot you in. We'll make it work for you. So excited about that. We have a scheduled list. We will publish the list. The list will be published at the Cedar Point Sports Center. So looking forward to that. Hey guys, looking forward to being up there soon. Hey Jamie, hopefully you're doing well, buddy. And one thing for everybody coming up, be safe in your travels. There's a lot of people coming from a lot of places. So South Carolina, Virginia, all over the place. So, be careful in your travels. I know folks are getting ready to get packed up to get out. So just be careful. What time can we put in at the dock in Ohio? Do we have to wait at the ramp? So Jason, just so you know, the live well checks will start at 4:30 in the morning. We'll have a team out there like we did last time. Basically, you're going to tell the team your boat number. They will check you off list, check your live well. The key would be for you guys to pick up your bait there because you're going to have both bait companies there for bait. The coffee truck will be there too if you need coffee. Then you can proceed to where you want to go on the Ohio side. Once again, you cannot go out of state via a vehicle or a boat. You must stay in state in Ohio. You can go to any public ramp, or if you choose to have a pay ramp that you want to go out of, you're more than welcome to do that and support the community. That's awesome. So the key is, this is by the honor system. We are going to have 2 flights. So 1 through 40 and 41 through 80. You're going to have a 7:30 and an 8 o'clock start. Bill, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's 7:30.
No, you're right. Right. And I want to
Okay.
add to make sure everybody knows this is the Shelby Street boat launch. It's at 101 Shelby Street in Sandusky. Just to
Yep.
be sure everybody knows that. That's where all the live well checks will be done every morning.
You must come through there every morning. Okay. Then you can proceed to whatever ramp you want, and you can put your boat in the water. You cannot exit out into and start going to wherever you want to go. You need to stay pretty much within, let's just say, 300 feet of that ramp, depending on how many boats there are. Like I said, it's on the honor system. We will have a polygraph question around it. Do not leave before your start time. Okay. If it's a 7:30 start, you all can proceed at 7:30, the first flight. The second flight, no different. You proceed at 8 o'clock, the second flight. Day 2, they get inverted. So the second flight, we're going to go out at 7:30, and the first flight will go out at 8 o'clock. Okay. And then no different than last year, we cut the field to the top 25 for day 3. You guys are going to go out an hour before the field to get where you need to go. And then we'll have the second abbreviated tournament, 5-hour tournament for one big fish. So that's the plan. Cody could do a seminar, I'm sure. Hey, Jason, I'm thinking that, what did Dom just say? Dom said Jason could do a seminar on nets. Ooh. Okay. All right.
We'll take you, Cody. We'll be happy to take you.
Yeah, Cody, I think we'll kind of go your way. Let's see. Doc Shooting King, Cody. All right. Mark, I love that, my teammates. I'm still learning crappie. Looking forward to learning from some of the states and countries best. Hey, Mark, listen, I honestly, this thing was kind of brought to life by, the regular club guy, regular blue collar guy that really didn't have the confidence to kind of fish on those major circuits. That's how this thing kind of was also kind of born. And all the folks that fish those tournament trails are expected to help. Ask questions, ask them, if it's something about live scope and how do you set something up or what are you doing with this? Obviously, we don't expect anybody to tell anybody any spots because you don't have to do that. But if someone's struggling, hey, help them out. So that's kind of what this is all about, fellowship and being together and having a good time. And we want to continue that. So we'll keep pushing along. Keith, anything about the registration part that maybe we learned from last year that folks need to know and that you want to, talk about?
I think the line went pretty well last year. Starting at 3 o'clock, we got everybody through. I don't really remember anybody having to wait way too long. The key thing is, you're going to come, give Margaret and I your name, pull your boat number, and then there's going to be a packet that's going to have some information that you're going to have to find some place to light and get that filled out. And then you're going to have 5 raffle tickets in there. You're going to pull the put back tickets or the picker tickets off your list and then put them in a bucket. That way we don't have a bunch of tickets in there of people that aren't there. I think the key thing is to be patient. Make sure you and your partner are close enough where we can get correct spellings on names. And other than that, the big thing is to be patient and fill your paperwork out and go have fun at the expo.
Awesome. Once again, the scales will open at noon. Just so everybody knows, they will open at noon. So if someone has a decent bag and they want to come in and get weighed in, they open at noon. Once again, it's really important for Keith and Margaret, as you guys come up to the weigh-in line, and Darcy will kind of go through this with everybody. You need to have your boat number because Darcy's going to say, what's your boat number? and he's going to yell out to the MC, it's boat 45. And he will have the name for boat 45 in front of him. Once you guys get weighed in, no different than last year, you're going to weigh your big fish in first, then the rest of your bag. Then they will say, hey, you got 9.43 pounds. Keith needs to hear that clearly because he's running the spreadsheets. So we don't make any, important to know about. Yep. So we don't make any mistakes when we're entering in the numbers, okay, and the weights. So
yeah, we don't care what your name is. You can be Les Smith. You can be John Godwin. I don't give a rat's. I just need to know a number.
There you go.
Because the biggest problem, the only problem we've had thus far in the previous 2 years is somebody kind of mumbled a boat number, and I got somebody else's weight on somebody else's number, and that caused somebody in the top 25 to get bumped down to 26. And I didn't enjoy having to inform anybody that. And I just so you know your boat number. Don't care who you are, what you do, who you fish with, how many fish you got. Know your boat number.
Absolutely. Ricky, any questions out there? Anything else that you see going on?
None so far. Nothing else. Pretty dry. Just guys, Jason's laughing at the last joke there. That's about it so far. If you guys have any questions, feel free to chime in. This is definitely an interactive show. So this is kind of the last one. So any important questions or any kind of curiosity questions you have, feel free to chime in. We're here to talk. So
yeah, one thing, just kind of going through the chats on Facebook, we don't want to change any rule, trust me. And once we set them in place, they're in place. We had a couple folks challenge us about some other rules we did not change. But we kind of felt that Wednesday thing was important for a bunch of folks that were traveling, that had limited time. They can at least get, at least 5 hours in to kind of just make sure they have a little bit more time. So that's the reason why we changed it, just to be fair to the anglers and making sure that, we're giving back to them too. We want to make sure everything's right for you guys and gals. A lot of gals coming. And on the registration paperwork, I want to make note of this. No different than last year. You're going to have 3 places to put a check mark: conventional angler, male and female team, and youth and adult team. So we're paying out the youth and adult and male and female team again this year. So make sure you check the appropriate box, and Keith and team will make sure that happens.
What's the age of the youth this year, Dan?
I think we said 17 and under.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
17 and under.
Filer out.
Mike, to be honest with you, it's still up in the air. I have a few folks that need to get paid yet. I'm going to project probably around the 80 mark is what I'm guessing. So I think a lot of the things with, let's see, Dominic. Yes, Dominic, he will qualify again. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm looking. I think, obviously the tragedies down south with what's going on. And, obviously this year's been kind of strange. And I think everybody's talking about how different it is, whether it be because of the election year or the economy and things being tight. I totally get it. But, those folks that are coming, appreciate all your support. The folks that couldn't make it, I'll totally understand. And that's why we're trying to get 2025 out there really quick for you. There'll be some changes for 2025 too, based on a sliding scale for payouts based on a number of boats. We don't have it nailed down, but we're talking about that for next year. And obviously it's always difficult to get folks to pay. So I think we're going to go back to what we did in Dale Hollow. So everybody's aware, you pay, that's your starting position. So the first $300 I get, you're number one. So we're talking about that too. So it's not in stone yet, but we're talking about different things so we can get folks paid quicker and not wait until last minute. And then listen, maybe you guys have a better idea. I'm open for any kind of, hey, you can do this or do that. Bring it on. I look forward to anybody's advice, whether it's lakes that we're going to go to or wanting to fish or different ideas. like I said, we want to do things that make sense to the anglers fishing too. So we have open minds and we want to listen. Ricky, you're going to be at the expo. What are you looking forward to? What are you showing off?
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, we Crappie is going to unveil our 2025 show display down at Midwest. So I don't know if it's going to be completely the way it'll be. We're going to kind of come in with how I think it should be and then make tweaks. So every show will be a little bit different, but this one will be the first one where we're going to unveil the big display. And we have a brand new rod, my signature series rod by B&M, the RP3 crappie stick. We're bringing a bunch of those down. We're going to offer some really good deals. And we have 6 other new crappie styles in all the hot colors that are popular. We're going to bring them all down, 15 different colors of our 67 available in each. And we're going to bring those 6 new styles down. So we're excited. We're going to unveil, we're kind of using this as like an unveiling of some of our new products as others are. I'm actually interested in the Outlaw too. That's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. So I do know that it will be unveiled, and I think it's right after maybe the rules meeting they're going to talk about it. So excited to see it, excited to look at it. So I'm just excited for that everybody that's participating and coming. So I can't thank everybody enough how they helped us this year, and all the anglers are coming to support. Like I said, we want to continue to drive this. We can't do it without the support of all the sponsors and all the anglers. So if you guys think there's something that we're missing, please let us know. Like I said, we always want to do something better every single year. Jamie Logan showing off that RP3. Yes, he is. And actually, Ricky, just so you know, Ricky provided me 2 of them, so we're going to raffle those off. Mr. Hankins, but Tom, I'm looking forward to seeing you. So when you get there, look for me. It's been a while, so I'm looking forward to seeing you, sir. So I appreciate you coming. What else we got? Bill.
Neil, the expo, Mr. Walk, he's one of our buddies here at Crappie. The expo, if you look down here below, there's a ticker kind of rolling through, and you're going to see the web address. Take a screenshot of that and head over to that website. It's MidwestCrappieAlliance.com. And what you're going to want to do is just click that expo link. It's the first one. It has everything about the expo, the location, everything. Just kind of give you a aerial view of what's going on. And not double click everything, but it's at the Cedar Point Sports Center in Sandusky. And like Dan said earlier, it's a free event, so you cannot beat it. There's nothing you're going to have to pay at the door. It's the 24th through the 26th, so not this weekend, but next weekend, starting Thursday. And it's going to be sweet. I'd come up. I'd spend some time maybe at the weigh-ins. Weigh-ins open at noon, so you can be there. And am I speaking out of church there? It's all noon, right? Every day?
Yeah, it opens at noon, yes.
So you can go in, even spend some time. And weigh-ins are going to be at Shelby Street?
Weigh-in will be a Shelby Street ramp. That will be every day. We will not alter from that. And then it's just so everybody knows, you're going to have 2 food trucks at the end of the day, too. So we have the Strawberry Cow coming. Which is awesome. Those folks will be there Thursday and Friday. Then we have a barbecue place coming Saturday. I had an opportunity to meet those folks about a month and a half ago. Amazing brisket, pulled pork. They're going to have everything there for you guys. So, as Saturday hits and you're taking a long drive, don't forget to package up all that barbecue and pulled pork and take some on the ride home with you. And that will be awesome. So looking forward to that. Joel, what's Joel got? Where's the next one? Been released yet? Well, Mr. Nash, it will be released next week at the rules meeting. It's at one of the signature lakes in Tennessee, Bill Dance Signature Lakes. We'll continue to support those folks. So we're excited about that. So, man, food trucks are a great idea since we're off the water. Yeah, Tom, just so you know, we did that at Old Hickory. I think, what we learned there, and, Keith was there, so he could probably talk more of it, but I think the timing was a little bit off. So by the time they got there and they left, I think it was a little bit off. But those guys will be there from noon to 5 o'clock every day. The food truck. So yeah, when I'm fishing, I'm eating. I don't know about anybody else, but I got to snack and constantly eat something. And whenever I have a bunch of jerky in the boat or some sandwiches, I need to snack on something. So, Mr. Bill, I do have a bunch of jerky already, so just so you're aware.
Well, that's why I take extra minnows. Yeah, they're edible.
The man is a piece of work, folks.
So
yeah, the food trucks were great last year. We just had a little malfunction. They got there, and those of us who were there working, we all went over and got sandwiches or whatever they were serving, tacos the one day, and then we got busy with weigh-ins, and I looked up, and the bulk of the weigh-ins were coming in, and the food trucks are disappeared. So hope if they're going to stay till 5, that'll make things a lot better. And Mr. Hankins, I'm hoping that we don't have the problems you had down there at Dale Hollow with your boat trailer, because that scared the bejesus out of me when I heard that noise.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to mention that, Keith.
Yeah, well,
I got
hopefully you can have better luck. It's been out there.
Just around the media side, Ricky, you've done a tremendous job. I appreciate everything that you've done and that you continue to do to support what we're doing. Obviously, we've done a little bit with Crappie now and Dan and his team. Looking forward to Ryan coming for sure. Ryan's going to have all of his latest and greatest gear for, the drones and the cameras and stuff like that. So, Ryan Rodriguez, thank you for being a part of what you do, just all the media stuff, the pictures and all the video stuff, which is awesome. So, once you get all that done, we want to get it on our website, and so everybody has something to look at. So, excited about that. Just the folks up at Shores and Island, everything that they have done. We've done plenty of podcasts with Ricky. We've done some with Inside the Great Outdoors. Those folks will be up there. And Carl, if you're listening to this, hopefully you're feeling better. I checked within Carl today to see how he was doing. And then obviously we've done a radio spot with 102.7 The Mix up at Sandusky. They're running our stuff twice a day, and obviously we have signs up there now, and I have a bunch of road signs to put up when I go back up too. So you'd be amazed how much traffic is on that road going in and out. So it's good that we have those billboards up there. And then Ricky, if you can go back to the website real quick and show the screen at the expo, if you can pull up the expo real quick. Yeah, right there. So that massive, scroll down a little bit, go up. I'm sorry, go up. I want to see the building. There you go, right there. That massive big screen should be running our logos right now with everybody coming to the expo. So it's a huge billboard that with everybody's logo that should be running on the side of the building that everybody can see from the road. So, which is pretty cool. There's massive ones inside. There's TVs everywhere. Once again, all your logos will be running on that too as well. So the folks, Justin and his whole team at Cedar Point Sports Center has done an amazing job. The communication has been stellar. Folks have been engaged. So, thank you to those folks. And, thanks for being the sponsor. Shores and Island and City of Sandusky. You guys wanted us there. We came there. You guys are supporting the tournament. So thank you for all your support. Mr. Bill, I'm just trying to find Bill's doc.
Houston, I will have those pins for sale at the end of the show. Feel free to email Rick at Cascade.
I got a couple things real quick. Again, Power Pole has donated a Power Pole unit. And I want to tell everybody it's important that when they check in their weights, that they turn in their big fish and they weigh in every day, because somehow or other, we're going to manipulate those numbers and take some totals, and we're going to figure out who's going to win that power pole. One boat is going to win a power pole. So it's imperative that you weigh in your fish. And secondly, the Cedar Point tickets are available. You go to our website and there's a link that takes you there. My wife just bought our tickets tonight. So Bonnie, does it work? She's no, we're not going there. Okay. She's in process, so I can't confirm that it does work. But in order to find that link, you have to go to our website.
I think it's on Facebook too, Bill, the link.
I don't know. I looked, and I could only find it on our website. So, and you might be correct.
Yeah,
I'm not the best on the interweb.
Yeah, I'll go out and repost it again tomorrow so everybody knows. So we'll take care of that. So, Mr. Livingston, how are you, buddy? Next Wednesday evening after rules meeting, we're going to unveil our new rod up there. Amos, we're looking forward to it. Sounds great. I know, Matt's been talking about it a little bit. So that's awesome. Matt has done a tremendous job. So we're looking forward to seeing you, Amos, and Mr. Payne too as well. Jeremy
at L&M Bates would not tell me. He just said something cool is coming. So yeah, he piqued my interest. He's a pretty good salesman.
Okay. All right, Keith, you want to talk about anything else on the weigh-in side or anything that's important? Obviously, we're going to cover this stuff again at the rules meeting, but if there's anything, okay.
I would just say that, if you're coming up to fish, it probably wouldn't hurt if you would peruse the rule sheet. Every year it seems like something comes up, and, as an old educator, rules is rules, and, ignorance is no excuse to law. So get in there, read the rule sheet, know what you're doing, know how you're doing it. And that way we won't have to disqualify anybody, or we won't have to yell at anybody. Everything will run smooth and everybody will be happy, happy, happy.
Happy, happy, happy. And then Bill, you're trying to get rid of, thank Keith, that was awesome. Thank you. Bill, you're trying to get hold of the DNR again, just about being at the rules meeting too.
Yeah. Last I had talked to Zachary. Zach said he's going to be there, and I've got a list that I'm going to present to him, because there are we've been hearing some things about certain marinas. I want him to be very specific on if we are or are not allowed to be in certain marinas. We don't want any trouble. We all know, we've been there where guys are screaming at us, and we know we're allowed to be there, but we don't want you got to remember, you are a representative of our thing. So no fist fights on the docks, please. But I want to know so that you can tell who's ever screaming at you that, no, we went over this with the DNR. So they're going to be there. They're going to go over some safety issues. Anybody that's ever fished over by Johnson Island knows about the sandbar. So for you newbies, we're going to make sure that you're aware of where you should not go. So Zach's a pretty sharp guy. He's already got something put together.
Ricky, it's that point that comes out, just so you can show it. Go back to that again. See, if everybody sees Cedar Point to your right, you see where that, no, yeah, exactly. Is that Cedar Point, Ricky? I can't tell. So it's so small.
Cedar Point that's Johnson Island. Cedar Point is down south of that. I don't think
it gets, this time of year, it gets pretty shallow all around this eastern side of the island. So it's,
that does. Folks, just so you're listening, I mean, that's up to you, but I typically don't go that way. But Dempsey Ramp is on the other side, so you can come in from the other side at Dempsey Ramp, which is over to Ricky's left over there, and you can scoot around that way. That's actually a really nice ramp. There's tons of parking there too. So a very good ramp to go out of there. So,
and if you do happen to hang up on the sandbar, you just joined the club, because I guarantee there's probably not a one of us that haven't at one time or another got stuck on that thing.
I was stuck on it this year, so yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it gets pretty shallow there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, there's only one thing that we heard, but we got to verify it. That's all.
Right.
That's all. We'll verify it with the DNR, but other than that, everything is on limits. I haven't heard of nothing else. So I just want to verify before I say anything. But yes, you'll know. How cold? Don, I looked at. I'm going to show you guys the forecast. Keep your fingers crossed, folks, real quick. So the weather forecast for Sandusky Bay. Ricky, can you see that?
Glare.
Here, I'll pull it up for you, Dan.
Yeah, it's really, really good. So everything that I'm seeing looks great. So even the practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty good. Partly cloudy, a little bit of wind, 7, 8, 9s. That's really nothing to worry about up there. Changes from, it looks west-northwest to southwest on the last couple days. 17% precipitation, mostly cloudy. High average about 62. So not bad at all.
Yeah, keeping in mind it snowed on us at Dale Hollow.
Yeah, exactly. No, the weather's going to be, I'll knock on wood. It's looking well. So actually, folks, just so you know, the cold nights is really what you want. Those crappies will be really on fire. So I enjoy the cold mornings, and it warms up to 60. I prefer it to be not partly cloudy. Hopefully it gets a little bit more sun. So we'll see.
I did a study, and the average low temperature that for those 3 days is 44 degrees. The average high temperature is 61 degrees. The average wind is like around 10 miles per hour. But of all those 30 days that I put into my little survey, we only had like 3 that it rained and 0 that it snowed in the last 10 years. So I wouldn't be too concerned about it.
Nope, not at all. It's like anything else, you plan for it, just make sure everybody brings their gear with them. You guys know what to do, and gals. All right, Ricky, if there's nothing else, I just wanted to get on here real quick. I'll be heading up Friday. We'll be doing a bunch more Facebook Live stuff. So once again, looking forward to seeing everybody. Please be safe in your travels. If anybody needs something last minute, you know where to find me. Just reach out. We'll help you out. So, Bill or Keith, any last parting words?
Safe travels. See you up there.
Okay.
No, I gave everybody my warning. I'm good.
Okay. Ricky, you have anything?
No. Looking forward to seeing everybody up there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm pumped. I'm looking forward to it.
You bringing your boat, Rick?
I'm not, unfortunately. No.
Oh,
it's going to be a solo mission, I think, too. So I might have a couple pro staffers help me, but we have various other events in the bass side of things where a lot of our pro staffers are helping with that. So I might be up there solo. I think I'll be checking live wells, helping with that again this year. And then I'll be back at the expo for the majority of the day. So looking forward to meeting and seeing everybody up there.
All right, guys. Well, we'll let you go. We're looking forward to seeing everybody, and safe travels, and can't wait. This is going to be real exciting. I honestly think there's going to be some big crappie caught. I really do. Those that have spent some time up there, for the folks that haven't been there, it's a pretty amazing place. When it's on, it's on. So, all right, folks. Ricky, I'll let you end it.
Yeah, thanks, guys, for hanging with us. Any additional comments, feel free to chime in. Send Dan an email. It's on the contact page of the website that we listed the whole show. Watch it back if you need that again, MidwestCrappieAlliance.com. Feel free to chat also. If you're watching this back on Facebook, we'll be sure to answer those. So looking forward to seeing everybody next week. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll see you guys.
You guys.
Later.
Are you looking to promote and gain exposure for your product or service to the fishing community? We have an opportunity for you. Introducing the 2024 Midwest Crappie Alliance Shootout and Expo. We're coming to Sandusky, Ohio, and we'll be featuring a huge fishing expo with some of the industry's hottest and innovative fishing brands and products. Also, one of the largest crappie tournaments in the country, where nation's top crappie anglers compete head-to-head for a massive cash prize and trophy. Are you in?